J. Robert Oppenheimer, a physicist, nuclear scientist, and more importantly, a regular human like the rest of us. And like many other seemingly small and inconsequential lives on this planet, this one single human managed to change the course of history forever, proving that there's colossal potential within all of us. Aside from contributing to theoretical physics, quantum mechanics, and nuclear physics, J. Oppenheimer is often credited as the father of the atomic bomb thanks to his role in the Manhattan Project. But you probably knew that already, huh? And now, well, like with any great historical figure, Oppenheimer is no exception to what we like to call the "if it existed, it needs a biopic" rule. Based on the book American Prometheus, this upcoming Christopher Nolan-directed motion picture has our eyes glued and our attention spans at full throttle.
It says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
But did you know, in order to make this historical piece pop, our favorite Batman director took a few steps forward when it came to the project's ambitions. Some parts of the film will deliberately appear in monochrome, which we've seen a teaser of in the trailers. These scenes weren't edited in post, but rather shot with actual film stock, with Kodak having to develop the first ever black and white versions for IMAX. What's more is that Nolan confirmed that the black and white scenes will represent the objective recreation of the events. Naturally, the opposite is true for the colored scenes, which imply Oppenheimer's own subjective perspective. To think we might have never had this movie in the works if not for producers Charles Roven and Emma Thomas. The former pitched the idea, while Thomas recommended that Nolan read the book. Needless to say, he was hooked, and now here we are. Funny how things work out. But what's even funnier is that we've managed to come full circle in some ways. You see, Josh Hartnett, who's set to play the role of Ernest Lawrence, was one of the last 3 casting choices to play Batman in Batman Begins. Unfortunately, he had to decline the role, something that he would regret immensely due to his admiration for Nolan. Oh, and he's not the only one, as this will, in fact, be Nolan and Cillian Murphy's 6th collaboration. Yep, 6th. Besides appearing in the Dark Knight trilogy, Murphy also stars in Inception and Dunkirk. Speaking of which, as far as coincidences are concerned, there's nothing on par with this one. Aside from being Nolan's second World War II themed film, Oppenheimer is scheduled to be released exactly 6 years after Dunkirk, to the very day itself, July 21st. And while all that is said and well, a biopic is nothing without its main figure. We're expecting the highlight of the movie to be Oppenheimer's struggle between what's right and what's wrong, along with his decision to risk the safety of the entire world. Needless to say, the man himself was an enigmatic figure surrounded by duality and paradoxes. Moreover, this won't even be his first appearance in cinema, since his story has been adapted into plays, TV miniseries, and other movies, including Day One, Fat Man and Little Boy, and The Adventures of a Mathematician. If we were to pinpoint his more, let's say, subtle mentions, look no further than Jurassic Park. Yeah, you heard me right. In the very first Jurassic Park movie, you can spot the very famous photo of Oppenheimer smoking a pipe pinned right there on Dennis Nedry's computer. The less subtle part of that Easter egg is the fact that there's also a crudely drawn mushroom cloud and the words "beginning of the baby boom" written on it. Too on the nose?
Hey, Oppenheimer! Oppenheimer! You ought to stop playing God!
But you may ask yourself, what exactly made this fascinating man, well, fascinating? You know, besides the whole genius theoretical physicist part, or the part about being nominated 3 times for a Nobel Prize, but never actually winning one, or his contributions to molecular wave functions, yeah, okay, you get the point. Luckily, for those of you out there who easily get bored by sciencey stuff, this complex man's tale hides more than just math and formulas. Besides spearheading the Manhattan Project, he was also one of the first figures to oppose the development of a much deadlier hydrogen bomb. Not to mention the fact that his name was tainted by decades of professional jealousy and political corruption. Something we're 100% sure that the movie will cover. With all of that said, we will leave our man Christopher Nolan to tell the rest of the tale. With a possible career-defining role for Murphy and an impressive ensemble cast consisting of faces like Robert Downey Jr. and Gary Oldman, Oppenheimer is looking to be the biopic of the century. Are you looking forward to it? Share your thoughts in the comments below and share your favorite fact about the late and great scientist. If you enjoy informative, trivia-filled videos like this, consider dropping a like and a sub. Every last one helps. The Rank Rhino team will see you again, same channel, different time.